Hello and welcome to Bell Curve Gaming. Today I'm bringing you a Galarian Weezing ability lock deck with the neutralizing gas ability. So as long as this Pokemon is our active Pokemon, we switch off all abilities of your opponent's Pokemon. But the upside of this is we don't shut off any of our own. So this guy obviously has to be in the active, so we've also got to have a look at his attack to be able to pull this off. And he's got a serviceable attack. It's got severe poison, which leaves your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned and puts 4 damage counters onto the active Pokemon instead of 1. So 4 is not really enough, so we need to boost it up, and we do have the Toxicroak to help us out there with the more poison ability, where we get to put a couple of extra damage counters onto our opponent's poison Pokemon, but you know, during Pokemon checkup. So we can get a couple of these down, something that's like 8 per turn, which with ability lock and a little bit of disruption might be enough to shut our opponents out. So the disruption that we have is really just the crushing hammers to try and remove energies and things like that from our opponent's Pokemon. And we also have a Koga's Trap here, which can confuse them, also poison them as well, which can be handy just for the numbers, but that's another way that we can provide a little bit of disruption as well. So that's the first half of the deck. The key thing with this deck though is we need some hard hitters, because there are some matchups where Galarian Weezing is completely useless to us, and in those matchups we're going to try and lean on the Spiritomb. So the Spiritomb's got the Building Spite ability for 1 NG as well, and it's the same NG cost as the Weezing. And it's got the Anguish Cry, which does 10 base damage and 30 extra for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Can hurt itself with the Building Spite. So you get 5 damage counters on this Pokemon. So that's 150 base with 10 extra, so that's 160. But then you just chuck yourself on a Hustle Belt, and suddenly we're hitting for 220, which is quite a nice number indeed on a basic, one prize attacker. So that's sort of the combination that we've got here. We've got Weezing for ability lock and to be able to poison our opponent's Pokemon, which we can lean on in certain matchups, but if that's not going to help us, we can lean on the Spiritombs. You can see here I've gone with a full 4 line of that, and I found that was really essential because the matchups that you really have to lean on Spiritomb for, you need your maximum counter Spiritomb. So that's the reason why we've got a 4-4 of that. Now, because we're running Spiritomb, we need Mew. We need ways to protect them onto the bench. So Mew provides some bench protection, not from everything, but at least from attacks with the bench barrier. We also have Dede, and Dede's here just to try and help out with consistency, because I don't know recently why, but my RNG seems to be horrible. The moment that I ditch Dede and just try and run with only supporters right now, I just seem to brick up constantly. So Dede is just sitting in here because my RNG has just been terrible of late. So that is sort of the list. The one thing I will say about it is, with the Weezing, if we want matchups that, we're in a matchup that relies mainly on the Galarian Weezing, we need to try and get 2 Toxicroaks out as quickly as possible. Now, we're only running a 2-2 line. I have been experimenting with a 3-3 line as well, but I do kind of like these luxury cards. I call these Crushing Hammers our luxury cards of the deck. I do like them because they have helped me win games, but I would not blame you for dropping these 2 and making this a 3-3 line, just so we can more consistently get out our Croaks to help our Weezing during those matches that's the important play that we need to make. But yeah, so that's the deck list, and let's get into the matches. Alright. Okay, we'll mulligan a couple of times and start the coughing. Definitely Spiritomb here. Passed over. So what are we really wanting here? Hustle Belt. I feel like Hustle Belt's what we're really after. If you have 2/6, discard the top 10 cards of your deck. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that Guzzlord played. Really can't say I think I've ever seen it. Got a Dawn Wings. I mean, that could protect me from getting a KO. Here's the question, right? We digging to try and get the KO immediately, knowing that it'll go down to this Zorak. Or are we just going to go after the Weezing play this turn and only put 4 damage counters on it and go, you know what? You need to switch to get out of it. Just a minute. Nearly thinking that might be the play we're going for, or he's got a Dead A change. It's unfortunate. I mean, it does put a Dead A here as a target at some point for a boss's orders. I think we go Weezing, especially if he leaves this in the active. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, no. We Galamine here. Oh, yeah, we could even Kogas. That's actually a legitimate shot here. No, we can't because we don't have a way into anything. Just the minute. We're gonna have to go this way. Marnie up. Go and get ourselves a Weezing. Start building up our next Spiritomb as well. Don't find any hustle belts. But we'll hit 100 in. How good would have a hustle belt been there? Hitting 160, they only have to hit 90. Want to get these abilities shut off. That's what we really want to do. Get these abilities shut off. So there's Dark Pulse for 90. So we'll poison this now. It's only poisoning for 40 though, which is so bad. Taking too long to build up. Wow. Alright, well this goes and we go and get ourselves a Krogunk down, so at least we're sort of building to a Weezing on the board. Well, not a Weezing, but a... yeah. We're sort of building towards what we want. At least we shut off the abilities for a turn. What's that at 180? I think we do have to hit him with Spiritomb next. Unfortunately, give him the abilities back. I think we don't really have too much of a choice there. Even though I'd like to kind of keep him bricked. Although he doesn't KO me. Oh, that's actually huge for us. So he doesn't KO me, he gets another hit, but I'm feeling like we just take that hit. Because shutting off his abilities is better than anything else. Or keeping them shut off. Alright, we'll start getting another Spiritomb cooking. I mean, we can't switch out anyway, so... we'll see if we can draw out any kind of removal for that he may have. And we'll run a severe poison. The downside here is my only draw support just the minute. Not that that did anything. But the only draw support that I have right now throws away my only other Toxicroak. I don't really want to spend Pokemon Recovery on a Toxicroak. But doing 60 is not really enough. I actually think I might move back to a 3-3 line of Toxicroak. Which means I'm going to have to make sacrifice in the deck somewhere. The only downside at the moment is I have to nominate my upfront Pokemon before he nominates his. I can take down anything with a one-shot Spiritomb. He's going to really struggle to get a KO easily on a Weezing. So I think we promote the Weezing. 3 prize cards. Find me a better draw supporter. Deadeye's not it. Cynthia, that'll leave me. Krogunk. Excellent. So that's the reason I'm nearly thinking either maybe I need another Ditto. I don't know. Or just a Ditto, not another one. We Cynthiaing here, we do have to. We really do have to. We've got to leave that bench spot free just in case we miss on an NG. Which we miss on an NG, so we're going to have to Deaday change. Fantastic. Well, looks like I've lost boss's orders. There's an NG card. Shark Crushing Hammer? I think we shall. Chuck this to you. And then run a severe poison. So we'll have the Croak. So our damage output here will be quite decent with the Weezings after this. Downside is we are Spiritomb, not Weezing. Like we're running with just Spiritombs after this, but oh well. Got the research. So he's going to need to find switches. Being able to shut down this little combo is huge. And the fact that he's two-shotting me at best is also huge. So this goes down without any problem whatsoever. I mean, right now, am I really doing anything? One more could be useful. Another energy card, maybe. Koga's is nice. Not gonna lie, Koga's is nice, but not essential, I don't think. So, I reckon we run a Marnie, see if we can find energy cards. So there's an energy. Should we run a Crushing Hammer here? Our heads here would be brutal. Wow. This guy's not attacking the next turn either. Just FYI. Alright. Just do your thing. 8 damage counters in between turns now. That's massive. So it also means that the KO that I get on the next one will likely be on the way back to me. Which is how we want it. This is brutal. Like, if you don't have removal for the Weezing, like Gusting or something like that, this is absolutely brutal. Like, look at all these abilities, and like, I've just shut them all down. This deck is just done for. And right now, he's sacrificed the Naganadel if he leaves it in the active. Like the one that's charged. Oh, I feel so for you. I don't even know. I'll just give him a heartbroken. I don't even know how to respond to that emote. But it is like just a combo, beautiful combo that's just been completely ruined. So I only want these at 40 so that way they can't get 2 KOs with like a Mew play. Yeah, so he knows he's gonna have to sacrifice a different Naganadel. So we'll put this to 40. There's nothing I could really want out of this, so we'll just go with a severe poison. So now this will KO on the way back to me if he doesn't get out of the active. And we've got like nearly the perfect board state. Maybe we don't want this Deadeye, I'm not sure. I mean, Deadeye saved me though. Having Deadeye in the deck is just, I think, an essential, unfortunately. So what's he got? I don't see any way for him to attack here unless he's got some gusting that's not a supporter, so not a boss's orders. Which means this Naganadel goes down. And now who's he going to promote? I wouldn't mind a Galamine sitting here rather than Ultra Space, but I also don't really have anything that I need to remove from the from this hand. I've got kind of what we want. Oh, Switch could have won the game. I mean, I'm that far in front right now. It doesn't really matter, but Switch could have won the game there. We're only 1 prize card away. And what's the best he's got? A hit of 80 into me? Realistically, okay, hit of 110. That went up. That does 30, doesn't it? I forget Beast NG still exists. Yeah, 30 more. So, hit of 110 into me. Still doesn't get a KO unless he's got something else. Alright, tag call. Getting a ninja's alright. I mean, here's the thing, right? I'm that far in front that the misplay of not taking game when I had it is probably not going to hurt in any way, shape or form. Like, I don't see what play he could possibly have that would make this hurt. Like, make me pay. I mean, he could retreat into, yeah, the ninja. And it's alright, but he doesn't even get a KO here. I feel bad for the guy. We'll build some spite here. And then switch. And this guy's suffering. With a smack out of the Spiritomb. GG's, my friend. GG's. I mean, we kind of... Our deck just ruined your deck. Because you just relied on nothing but abilities. But GG's. Alright. Same with the coughing. No draw sport. I mean, Quick Ball can get a Dead A change on turn 2 if I need to. So I might need to keep the Quick Ball. Hopefully Great Ball finds me... Alright, double. Oh no, we got the Krogunk already. That's fine. We'll grab a Great Ball. This can find me the Dead A now, so I think we'll grab the Dead A now. Don't really know what we've got against us at this stage. This could be an all-in double deck, that's the only thing, which will be really sad if it is. What we will do... Drop the switch. Grab ourselves a Spiritomb. Start building the Spiritomb up. I mean, if it's all in double deck, at least this gives me an option to attack on turn 2. Unless they obviously drag Spiritomb out. Just the all-in double deck that I know, like I'm familiar with, can get down to 1 prize card and attack. That's the one that I played around with. So, Lightning Energy down. Okay, so it doesn't look like all-in double. Getting rid of rare candy, so that suggests it's not. Litwick. With lightning energy. Am I the only one who's confused by that? Okay. I mean, we've got our Weezing happening after this. As long as he doesn't hand disrupt. And we got a Toxicroak as well, so we're getting 60 damage counters on per turn. And the abilities of his Pokemon are turned off. So actually a really nice start if he doesn't hand disrupt. Assuming that I get an energy card. That is one assumption. So I've just got to land an energy card. That's all we've got to land. Another Croagunk down, Toxicroak down. Go and get us a Weezing. Just looking for an energy card. I mean, we've got Dead plus a supporter for turn, so surely we're not missing on energy cards with that sort of play. Oops. There's the energy card. Do we want to Cynthia out of this, or do we want to wait till next turn so we can Evo Incense and then play from there? I mean, what's this getting me? Another Weezing? Is that good enough? I feel like we will Cynthia. Yeah, so Coughing goes down. We could build up second Spiritomb, but I feel like a Coughing's what we want here. Just keep those abilities turned off. Grab ourselves a Toxicroak here. Yeah, that feels good. Alright, nice setup. Sucks that I had to use Dedenne to do it, but, you know, that's why he's here. To give us that little bit more consistency. So what's this? It's KOing. Unfortunately, he's going to have 2 turns with a double in the active, so he's got a couple of turns to react to this. We just want a stadium now, really. It's nice that we've turned all abilities off, though. We've nearly got Spiritomb charged up as well. I'm really confused by what this deck is. A Toxel. Marnied me. Well, he bricked me. Give him that. He did brick me. We chucking this energy to the Coughing? I think we are. Alright, he's going to run that away. So he sacrificed the Litwick here, so we get a prize card. We don't unbrick. I'm feeling like Galamine's really good, but I also feel like we need to wait a turn on that Galamine. So what we'll do is we'll just chuck the energy down here. We are a little bit bricked. We'll see if he's got any like tool scrap or anything. If he's got it, we might as well get it out of him. And get rid of that Litwick. I mean, that retreat cost him 2 of his energies he attached as well, so, you know, that's a really good thing for me. Oh, the paralysis could be annoying, actually. Alright, so we're not having paralysis. What's this do? That's annoying. Oh, that gets my Spiritomb. Aha, I did not realise. I would not have put that damage counter, like, built it up to 40 if I knew that. Ah, well. I mean... yeah. Okay. Research is good. I think we play Coughings instead. We're going to chuck that down. Do we want to put anything back? We're only putting a Spiritomb back. I feel like we will put the Spiritomb back though. And research. Alright, so we got second Toxicroak going now. And we'll energy attach here. And just get some severe poison on. Unfortunately, this guy's poisoned as well. But this KO's on the way back to me if he doesn't get out of the active, so... I did not realise this toxicity existed. A 1 energy 20 to everyone. That's really good value. I'm interested in seeing how he makes the most of that later on. I need this Mew down. When he KOs another one of my Pokemon, I've got to get this Mew down. That may be a little while away, I'm not exactly sure. But I do need to get this Mew down. Alright, so we got a Chandelure. Oh, that's a nice little combo. So that there is like one-shotting anything from behind. Oh, Toxtricity went down the way back to me, so that's good. I'm getting a little bit nervous about all this, these damage counters counting up. I need another Weezing, because otherwise I'm potentially losing. I feel like this is probably attacking next turn though. Oh, that gets me the Weezing anyway, so we don't need to panic. So we'll get this Weezing out. Chuck it down on... I honestly don't care if this one goes down, to be honest, but we'll chuck it. We'll chuck it there just so it's harder for him to get that KO. Right now, I feel like holding this hand so I've got the Mew sitting here and just severe poisoning onto the Chandelure. It's putting 8 on turn, so it's got to get out of the active now if it wants to, you know, get a hit in. So the upside for him is he's going to have the Galarian Weezing here. I've got 1 to go. He's going to KO on the way back though if he doesn't get out of the active. And then we're going to chuck that out and chuck a Mew down. So that is the plan. Vortex of Pain. I mean, 540 damage. That's absolutely insane value. But that's the Chandelure gone. And whatever he chucks down is going to be KO'd immediately. Well, not KO'd immediately, but it's going to be like... potentially. I mean, Double's the only one who can take something. And he's going to chuck the Double down. What we are going to do... So, because I'm a little bit worried about like damage spread, I am still definitely going to go with the Mew play. As the damage spread's starting to add up a little bit. So, here, is there anything I want desperately? Not this turn. I mean, Koga's could be good for later. We will just go with the Severe Poison. Having Black Market in hand, I'm like, if he ousts this Galar mine, we're going to whack the Black Market, just slam that one straight down to make it harder for him to get KOs, like get prize cards. Candy straight back up. So he's got the Chandelure again. Is that 2 energies that takes? Yeah, it was 2 energies. So you can put 4 damage counters on opponent's Pokemon any way he likes. So that one will go, like, bypass the Mew, but... Getting rid of Dede. I mean, Dede is useless while I've got these Weezings in play. Makes it difficult for him. It's a nice little combo. Oh, a Judge. I haven't seen Judge in so long. Like, seriously, I don't remember the last time I played a Judge. Double KOs on the way back to me. That's beautiful. Oh, that Crushing Hammer could be brutal right now. Although, we're 1 prize card. Oh, no, I don't have a Spiritomb built up. That's a bit sad. We're going to start burning some of this stuff, though. So, we'll grab a Krogunk out. We'll see if we can land the heads on the Crushing Hammer. Yeah. Wow, that was it was a good little combo though. Luckily we aren't just a Spiritomb deck because we would have been in a lot of trouble, I think. So, yeah, good game, good game. Alright, so we bricked hard last time, and now we've got 3 supporters in hand. I'd rather go second into this, to be fair. So it's not a turn 1 flare starter. The only downside is I can't get the KO, and he's going to have the KO back. Could try and force him to have welder to get the KO. But having said that, if I can set up good enough that he only NG attaches here and hits 50, as long as I've got the KO immediately back again, that might not be the end of the world. So we're likely to get manied on our next turn. That's what's most likely to happen here. Chance of avoiding welder on the next turn is pretty small. So I'm going to say we're going to be big time on the back foot here. We'll see if we can get a crushing hammer to buy us time. No, we can't. Grab coughing out. Anguish cry. Get the 70 damage counts into him. Unfortunately, it's still not enough for my Weezing to be able to get the hit that we need. I don't know what that NG attachment at the backline suggests. Does he not have welder? He doesn't have welder, which means he's probably looking at a flare starter here. Pokemon catcher me. It's going to bring coughing up. Alright. That's not the end of the world, because I was actually thinking of switching to that. So he wants to keep this thing alive for a turn, obviously. I mean, that's a Pokemon catcher resource burnt as well. He does have a Marnie, but he chose not to use it. Oh yeah, because he Cynthia'd, yeah. So he doesn't necessarily have Marnie anymore. Alright, so he's going for a slow build up. We're obviously going to oust the stadium. The key question that I've got to ask myself here is, do I want to get the KO on this Volcanion now, knowing they've got Spiritomb building for later? This will be KO'd immediately by the Reshizard. Or do I want to look for Weezing and just poison it? I actually nearly think I want to look for Weezing here. It's a huge risk. Let's look for Weezing, because I need Weezing and NG. Nah, I definitely should have switched. I got the switch anyway. So NG attach here. We'll switch over. Get the KO. It's unfortunate I lose one of my Spiritombs, but we just need to start working on prize cards. We need Toxicroaks badly. So this now has the KO on the Spiritomb. We have a second Spiritomb cooking, so... At least it's this thing and not this thing that's currently charged. Haven't seen a supporter yet. This turn. So him bricking out could really help me here. Ah, we got Dead A changed. It's unfortunate. It's the only downside of not having Weezing in the active. It has the Dead A change out. And there's the welder. So now I'm in a lot of trouble. He's going to be able to get any two cards that he wants all the time. If he decided to charge the back line, but no, he's going for the front line. Alright, so I need Weezing. And I need like more Pokemon to set up, because at the moment this is horrible. I mean, we can get another Spiritomb down. We will chuck that down. I can't believe we haven't found any of our Croaks yet. We miss everything there. So that's great. Wow. That's all I have to say about that. We're Dead A changing here. We've got no choice. Because we have to start finding some things. Which gives him an easy pick off, which makes me sad. Alright, so we get our Weezing. We can get another Krogunk down. Chuck the Hustle Belt here. We'll get a Severe Poison in. Would have loved to have been out of Marnied last turn. So we've been way too slow on the setup. We do have Spiritomb ready to go. To get a powerful hit. And like, if this doesn't heal, that's 190, so it's within range. I don't think, what is this damage cap on this? So 5, 150, 160. So it's 220. With a Hustle Belt. Gonna get the tag switch, get a couple of them onto the back line. Oh, that's interesting. Go on Volcanion. So he has to have a switch. That's what that tells me. There's definitely a switch incoming. But this can't get a KO that way. Why would he go to Volcanion and not to Breaksazard? There's the switch. So this hits 110. Probably because I can't get the KO on this Volcanion. He can get the Weezing on the way back. But if he attacks with Volcanion, theoretically, so let's look at this. This green's annoying, but we're Marnieing, so that's alright. Giant Hearth Welder, alright. So oust that stadium, please. Do that now. Oh, that's unfortunate. We're definitely running a Marnie here because I don't want him to get the Welder. We don't have a Weezing to go straight into next, which means he's sitting outside of my damage range without having a Weezing to go into, which is really annoying. We will black market. No, we won't. I want to force the stadium out of him first. We are going to Marnie though. Put that down to the bottom of his deck. And we'll get this energy onto you. Get another Toxicroak down. For the moment, we'll just run a Severe Poison. Probably going to have to use a Spiritomb to get rid of a second Volcanion. And then he's going to make me go through 2 of these. I've lost my boss's orders, haven't I? Yeah. That makes me sad. So I am just going to have to go through the front line. And can't pick off a Dead-A. The upside is he'll go down on the way back to me if he doesn't get out of the active. So that means I can hit into whatever he puts to the front line. What's he have in there that's good? Welder. I'm so happy that it's the Reshazard and not the Breaksazard that's charged. Alright, so that goes down the way back. It'll be interesting to see what he puts up here. It really will be. I can't one-shot whatever he puts up, so I think we go with Spiritomb. I honestly think that's the play. Like this Spiritomb, rather than this one. We'll save the more charged one for later. Here's the big question, what he wants to put up, because he's going to need to be able to get out of the active as well. So he's going to put the Breaksazard up. I've used my only 2 Marnies for the game, so I'm out of hand disruption for the rest of this game. Do we want to keep Great Balls? Possibly not. I'm just going to throw both of these away. Alright, build some spite here. I mean, now he has to get out of the active as well, with a Gala Mine present. Like, he could potentially oust that Gala Mine, but the same, you know, premises is there. He has to get out of the active. We're just hitting for 130. We have to KO on the next one if he can't get out of the active and he can't heal. So it puts, like, it forced him to have a lot. Now, I know he's got Welder in hand. So he's going to be able to get 3 NGs on, which allows him to get out of the active. But it now puts his... Oh, he's got the switch. Okay. Yeah, this is going to charge his other Reshazard. Keep in mind, I still have to get 2 KOs here, which is painful. I just don't hit 230, do I? So 5 damage counters at 3, that's 150, 160 base. And then this is hitting... why can't I just go across? Thank you. 60 more. It's just 10 damage counters short. Oh no, that's my Spirit Tomb here. Nope. Okay. Or possibly my Dead A. 10 damage counters short. This is super frustrating. We have to go coughing here. Do I have any more Spirit Teams? Not in deck. And I don't have any draw right now. I'm actually running out of resources fast. And it's bad. I think he's going to get me, as I've run out of resources. So the fact that... So he's going to go to 2 prizes. I'm still 2-shotting this. The fact that I've lost my boss's orders doesn't allow me to get a quick snipe. Unfortunately, that forced Dead A change is just really coming back to hurt me now. Not being able to have another boss's orders. I mean, hitting with Spirit Tomb, leaving him 10 health, wouldn't have done it for me either. It's amazing the difference of that 10 health has made in this matchup. He's got Malolana switch as well. So yeah, that's GG's. Well played. GG's, my friend. And it is time, based on a few requests that I've got, to bring back a section where I rate this deck. However, I do want to do this a little bit differently. So there is sort of some reasons why I stopped going through rankings of decks and, you know, talking about the offense, the defense, the reliability of things. Like, I felt that, yeah, because I'm building a lot of, you know, just... I'm trying to build decks out of cards that you don't often see played, alright? And seeing how well I can get them working and having a lot of fun in the process. And as part of that, I don't think it's trying to, you know, build up ratings against tier 1 decks and things like that. I think what I really would more enjoy doing if I was to bring this section back is to talk about how much I enjoyed playing the deck and give an overall rating about how fun was this deck to play. Alright, now keep in mind that I really do enjoy the actual creation process, so I've had a lot of fun actually refining this over time, and I'm pretty happy with the list of where I'm at now. And yeah, this is a really fun deck that I've started with. Now, obviously, it's got a horrendous matchup in the Dragapult, and you know, there are tier 1 decks that give this a bit of a tough time, but we can, other than the Dragapult matchup, I found that we can sort of try and keep up. We obviously aren't quite as consistent as those top tier decks, because we've got a lot more moving parts and things like that, and our damage output is just far from as consistent as theirs. but, you know, it keeps up reasonably well. And I've found, you know, if you're comparing this to the last video that I made on the Xurkitree Neuvern, that this win rate was a lot higher. So just having the ability to go into your Weezing and shut off your opponent's abilities, but also having the ability to, you know, just lean on your Spiritombs, gave this deck a level of flexibility which was absolutely huge and super enjoyable to play. And there's certain matchups where you drop this Weezing and it's pretty much game. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this deck. This one's a good fun one to play, and I do recommend that you check it out, and I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.